Hey guys, William Dawes here. Happy Red Friday. I had quite a few requests for my notes for the John Maxwell Certified Lunch and Learn. I attended the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. It was just a lunch and learn, so they only covered two, the law of pain and the law of the rubber band. In the interest of time, I'm just going to do one because it was the most impactful for me, and it was the law of the rubber band. I'll start by reading a few of the quotes that he gave that were helpful in setting the stage, and we'll roll. So the law of the rubber band indicates that growing to our full potential requires that we stretch, and it requires that we stretch out of our comfort zone. Growth stops when we lose the tension between where we are and where we could be. Growth stops when we lose the tension between where we are and where we could be. And that true life begins at the edge of our comfort zone, and the only way to achieve that is by stretching. So we talked a couple of facts about stretching. Few people ever want to be stretched. Stretching requires that we avoid the status quo. Stretching is an inside job. It has to come from you. You have to want to do it. Stretching always requires change. It sets you apart from others. It can give you a shot at significance, and it can become a lifestyle. Once you start, it's easy to just keep stretching and stretching. So then after we establish this baseline for why it's important and what stretching is, he had us all take the rubber bands that were on our desks and discuss among ourselves and write down uses of a rubber band. So I'd ask you to do the same very quickly in your own mind. Think of a couple of uses for a rubber band. So I'll share some of the ones they come up with, just a few to be brief. One of them was to use it as a bullet or a weapon. I'm sure that's the first thing that came to most of your minds. You could use it to bring two things together. You can use it as a hair tie. You can use multiple rubber bands to make a ball. You can use it to wind up a propeller on a plane. You get the idea. The most significant part of all of these uses is that they require the rubber band to be stretched. In order for the rubber band to serve its purpose, it's only useful when it is stretched. And if it's something small, you've got to stretch the rubber band. You got to double it up, right? You got to get the rubber band down to as small as the item that you're trying to wrap it around. But regardless, it requires stretching. And in the same sense, the only way that we are going to realize true growth and realize our full potential is not to be a rubber band that's not stretched, but rather give ourselves the opportunity and be intentional about stretching ourselves out of our comfort zone. Hope everyone had an awesome beginning of 2019. Onward to the second half we go.